This is the solution for the installation coding exercise, which is based on the production installation guide that can be found in the Tethys Platform documentation. After provisioning your server for Tethys Platform, you will need to install several system dependencies. The first of these dependencies is a PostgreSQL database, which is required for a Tethys Portal installation. For a production installation, we recommend that you do not use the database that is installed via Conda. Instead, install PostgreSQL using the System Package Manager. For CentOS, this can be done using yum and DNF. First, we need to use yum to install the RPM repository that has the latest versions of PostgreSQL. Use the following command. Enter your password since we're using sudo. I'm going to run clear to clear the screen each time to make it easier to read during the tutorial, but you don't need to do this. Next, disable the default PostgreSQL module that comes installed with CentOS using this command. Then install PostgreSQL version 12 as follows. Use the following command to initialize the database directory. Now use the system control utility to start the PostgreSQL server and also enable it so that it will restart anytime the server restarts. The next thing we need to do is add a password to the Postgres user, which is the default super user account that comes installed with the PostgreSQL database. To do so, log in as the Postgres user using the su command. Notice that we are now logged in as Postgres. Then use the psql command to run the following query and add the password. Never use default passwords in a production installation. If you see alter role, then you've been successful. Finally, type exit to exit the Postgres user account. On CentOS, it is also necessary to enable password authentication for local connections. This is done by editing the pghba.conf file as follows. I'm going to use Vim, but feel free to use whichever text editor you're most comfortable with. Go to the bottom of the file and locate the 3 lines that have comments that include the word local in them. What we need to do is change this method to MD5 to allow password authentication. Save the changes and quit when you're done. To enable these changes, we need to restart the PostgreSQL server. This can be done using the system control command as well. Verify that the password authentication is working by running the following command. Then, use psql to log in with the Postgres user. If you see the psql prompt as is shown here, then you've been successful. Use /q to exit. The next system dependency you may consider installing is PostGIS. PostGIS is an extension for PostgreSQL that adds spatial data types and functions. Using PostGIS, you can get similar functionality as ArcGIS geodatabases. You can also perform common geoprocessing analyses using the built-in spatial database functions that it ships with. If the apps you plan to install on this Tethys portal require a spatial persistence store, then install PostGIS. We'll do so as follows. First, enable the EPL and Power Tools repositories using these commands. Then install PostGIS using this command. Enter Y and press Enter to install the packages.